Coach, this is too much. Hey, what's up, guys? Coach Darren here from Highlight Hoops, author of the new book, Good Coach, Bad Coach. Feel free to hit the description box below. It's the first link. You can check it out right there on Amazon. So today, we're going to talk about one of the biggest mistakes I see all coaches committing. And the question I have for you is, Coach, when is enough enough? Listen, most youth basketball teams only have practice 1 day a week. If you're lucky, you have 2 days. Oh, if you're really lucky, you have 3 days. So if you only have one practice a week, that's somewhere spanning between 60 minutes and 90 minutes, then you cannot waste your practice time by doing a whole conglomerate of randomness. Your practices should follow a certain structure and a certain format. Think of practices like a roller coaster. You start off slow, the roller coaster goes up, it goes up, it goes up, it goes up, and then once when it hits the high point, then it comes boom, crashing down. That's how your practices should run. So we should start out with simple drills first that build our way up to the next drill, until we get to the high point, and then boom, practice is free flowing and we're hitting that thrill going down the roller coaster. So first, if you're structuring your practice, we should start with individual skill work. Then we should move into team development. Then after that, we should work on our plays. Then the high point is scrimmaging. Kids are waiting for this moment in practice, and boom, we could take it right to the end. And as we're curtailing and practice is coming down, we could do some strength and conditioning. So how does this work in theory? So let's say that your team is coming off of a game where you guys could absolutely not box out. I know that sucked during the game, but now you know exactly what you need to target in practice. So in practice, for individual skill work, you can literally start practice by working on boxing out, teaching everybody the proper form, because there's a different way to box out if somebody's inside the three-point line near the paint versus outside by the three-point line. You teach them the technique, you let them practice it for 5 to 10 minutes, then you tell them, we're gonna come back to this. Now we just work on our shooting, our ball handling, maybe you wanna work on a little bit of defense, any other individual skill that you think your players need. I personally like to start with my point of emphasis first, because that's when the kids are the freshest, and I want them to first learn the skill I'm trying to teach them, then quote unquote forget it, and I wanna see who can remember it later in the practice when we revisit. So after you finish your individual skill work, now you do a team development drill. Individual skill work is more like the name states, you're just breaking down specific skills. Team development drills are when you have a lot of people going at once, a lot of bodies flying, we're going up and down and we're working on multiple skills at once. The classic team development drill is a 3-on-2, 2-on-1. But because your focus on practice is rebounding, now we're gonna do a drill called circle boxing out. It's a 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5, whatever numbers you have in practice, you just gotta make it work. Basically, there's offense and defense. The defense moves around in the circle. When a coach shoots the ball, the offense crashes, the defense has to box out. And this is a rough and tough drill, teaching kids how to box out, how to talk on defense, and how to be competitive and want and grab the ball. After you do that, let the kids get water. Make sure you incorporate a lot of different water breaks into practice so kids aren't getting too dehydrated and too fatigued. Then after that, you should work on your plays, your man-to-man plays, 2-3 zone. You can work on press break. You can work on any play you want, but remember, your focus is on rebounding. So if you have the numbers, let's say you have 8 kids in practice, or better yet, you have 10 kids in practice, we're gonna run our plays 5-on-5 live against a real defense. And yes, you're focused on your offense running plays, but your big focus is that your defense is boxing out. If everybody on your defense does not box out and grab the rebound and talk, then honestly, put everybody on the line and run them. Or make the entire team do push-ups. Every time somebody misses a box out assignment, there should be some form of punishment. Because if boxing out was an issue in the last game, it's definitely gonna be an issue in the following games if nothing changes in practice. So run your plays live and make sure your team is boxing out. After that, let them get some water. Now we're playing 5-on-5 full court scrimmage. We're going up and down. You're stopping the plays less and less, but you're still emphasizing boxing out. If 2 or 3 straight times you don't see kids boxing out, beep, beep, beep. Everybody on the line, because this is unacceptable. We've been going over this all practice, and honestly, you don't have the time to sit and watch them not do as they're told. So if they're not gonna listen, we're gonna run. If we don't box out next game, at least we will be the most in shape team in the gym. Depending on the time, you can or cannot let them get water after this. And then let's say there's 10 minutes left in practice, then you stop the scrimmage, and now it's time for some strength and conditioning. So you can have them do some squats, you can have them do some push-ups, some bear crawls, wheelbarrow carries, jumping jacks, Crunches for the core, you can have them do whatever you want. Or honestly, you can put them on the baseline, you can put them on the sideline, and let them do some sprints. Conditioning is an important part of basketball. And just like that, you just ran a very effective practice that had an emphasis in rebound. If your team is not effective in a different area, then just work your practices around that particular skill. It could be ball screening. Your team keeps on getting too many offensive fouls. Work on that. It could be handling pressure. If your team can't really handle pressure, work your practices around that. Regardless of what you do, the practice sequence I recommend is first individual skill work, then team development drills, then work on plays, you scrimmage, then you end with some strength and conditioning. These are the kind of topics that I cover in my book, Good Coach, Bad Coach. It's the first link in the description box below. It's on Amazon and it's in paperback. I talk about things like this and I go into way more depth. So things like how to structure practices, how to structure your season, different mental frameworks that you have to have as a coach. I even have play diagrams in there if you need a couple plays to get you started or you just want a different set of plays. Again, check the first link in the description box below, Good Coach, Bad Coach on Amazon. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Man, I really appreciate you guys. Coach Darren out.